So I'll have to chop this up. I don't know how many parts this is, but let's continue with this fucking bullshit.
Most hated, and I'll never know why, but it's not gonna stop me.
I feel it is part of it is success because I really believe this.
The part of it is success. How successful is Gummer with his lies?
And this is a trip. And then I'll go to my last question next.
Mhm.
I I honestly believe the two most disliked
These fucking questions were pre-scripted, rehearsed, and all that. These are some bullshit ass questions on a first date. Johnny Ratas.
whatever you want to call it, whatever word you want to use, creators in our genre are actually you and Gil.
Yeah.
From what I see, and
These guys, what the fuck was that? This guy's opinion don't mean shit. What the
my
fuck?
comments, even on my channel, it seems like the two of you are the most disliked, and the two of you are two of the biggest and most successful platforms. That's a trip. So, anyways, my
How's that a trip?
last question is this, and I don't know if you even want to speak on this, but my last question is: how do you feel
What the fuck? We all know this shit's fake. We all know this shit's like scripted, right? He's already looking at the answer to the question on his monitor because he forgot. I'm surprised he didn't say Menudo style and quote a song and say bye bye.
about the people who have turned on you, who were once cool with you? And I'll say this before you even answer, and I'll ask it again. It's a trip because
Why did he cut him off? I'm gonna ask you this question, but before you answer, let me ask you another question on top of that.
there are people that I've never met in my life. You've met them, I haven't, and they turned on me, and I'm like, what the fuck? I don't know you from
Turned on me. They turned on me. He said they turned on me.
nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's a trip to me, but I don't have any time invested in those people, and so it
What?
doesn't. To me, it's like it's nothing to me, right? It's kind of funny to me, but for you, because you have broke bread with some of these people, you have spent money with them, on them, you had good times with them. So how do you feel about those people turning their back on you now?
Um, it's the way of the world, huh? You
That's the
know,
way of the world.
I have nothing
That's
bad to
the
say
way
about
of the
any of them.
world. Oh hell no.
They'll always hold a place in my heart and in my life, because we had that moment in time together. We chilled. We considered each other friends outside of YouTube. But although some of us met through YouTube,
Who are they talking about? See, this is what gets me with these motherfuckers. They talk about people but don't want to say names, which makes me to believe that this is all fake bullshit.
we were able to
Especially with this
go
motherfucker
outside of
still
YouTube, kick it.
eating.
I brought
Yes, like this guy eating on the camera.
some of my old school friends from my life into their lives and introduced them, and vice versa. Um, and I don't understand. I don't understand how people could be manipulated.
Understand? People could be. That's what you do. You manipulate people. How do you do not understand how you manipulate people into sending you galaxies?
Manipulated or have an agenda. I don't know if it's
Agenda.
hate or if it's jealousy or if it's something totally different or
No, it's not jealousy.
just you
It's
know
not jealousy. It will never be jealousy with you. And that's what you think. That people are jealous of you. Right? Look at that. Am I seeing double?
people misguided them or confused them or was able to. And if you give someone the power to manipulate you,
All right. He's about to get to the meat and potatoes to his interview.
then that's not a friend I want. It's not a friend I need, because I want to keep some righteous people around me that can't be easily manipulated, especially by a person who's going to kick his feet up, light that cigar, and laugh at everybody, yourself included. So, in the
What is he talking about? That you're a snake and a fake Mexican?
beginning, I was hurt, and I think by some, a little bit more than others. Some I seen it coming. Some I was always skeptical about. I fed them with the long-handled spoon, but I was still cool, man. I still never disrespected wolf behind their back, did the two-face thing, didn't never do that. And there was some that, I was
Doubt
just
that.
real
I
close with. They
doubt
were, I
that
considered
shit.
the fellas, a friend. Not
Like, how you gonna say that after you just talked about putting a fake jacket on someone, let alone overlooking it and not apologizing properly to it, and then say this bullshit?
they were. I considered the fellas, a friend, not even a homeboy, a friend, and they chose to to move on, and each man is entitled to do what they want.
Mm-hmm.
How do I feel about it? It happens, man, in life, and maybe that's what's best for everybody. For whatever their reason, that's a question you would have to ask them, Dubs, because I don't know. To be honest with you, I can't call it like an alcoholic. You know what I mean? I really don't know why. A lot of this stuff happened like that. Just boom, boom. Guys are falling off everywhere. I can't fuck with you because of this. I can't
Guys are
fuck with you because
falling
of
off
that.
everywhere.
And
Oh,
it's
the
like,
crease made an appearance.
but nothing changed. You were
This
still messing
lop-headed
with me
motherfucker.
prior to what changed.
Man, shut the
Well,
fuck
this guy
up,
said
dude.
this, and
Everybody
that guy.
knows what the fuck you're talking about. You're a piece of shit and nobody likes you. Plain and simple. I just answered your fucking 28-minute interview with those words. Piece of shit motherfucker, racist, fake Mexican that lies, cheats. All right.
That, yeah, but didn't you say this about that guy a couple of days ago to me? I just didn't understand, right? There was a whole lot of stuff I just didn't want to be involved in. So I said the best thing for me to do is, okay, if that's the way you want it, cool. I'm not going to sit here and beg and plead and argue with you over your decision. You've made your decision. It's written in stone. I'm going to push on. It's not worth me stressing over, and it's definitely not worth me stressing them out over, because regardless of how anyone feels about me that I broke bread with, I'll always have that love for them, right? No matter how they feel about me. But one thing I have noticed, Stubbs, and this is a trip, maybe you could attest to this, is, and it's been like this even when I was involved in gangs and everything, is there's a lot of picking and choosing. Well, I'll be mad at you, Gunner, for hanging around this individual, but although
Yeah, because you're no good and nobody likes you. That's how it goes, right? Oh, this dude's a fucking J-Cat weirdo. I don't want him around. Straight up. I wouldn't want you around. Or this motherfucker, dude.
you hang around with that individual too, I won't be mad at you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get it. Gunner, you can't hang with that guy because that's against your morals. But Dubs, you can't.
No. Motherfuckers have morals. And we can't be seen with people like you. Let alone on the internet. And they be claiming to be for the raza. Come on. This is bullshit.
And I'm cool with it. I don't
Well,
understand.
that's like when I heard I keep hearing these people say guilty by association, guilty by association.
Nah, man. See how they tiptoe around the real questions?
And listen, I have my way of interpreting things. I have my way of viewing things. That's what makes us all different. You know what I'm saying? But when I hear this whole Dubs, you're guilty by association, and I'm like, okay, hold on.
Yeah, because birds of a feather, right? I mean, two perverts kicking it with each other, scammers, wannabe Mexicans, acting like they tough and shit, like they got some fucking knowledge, right? Some clecha, and you guys are taitas, right? Of course, people be like, oh, hell no. Hell nah. We ain't fucking with y'all.
Where does that's a slippery slope, first of all. Where does
No,
that
it's
line
not. No,
stop?
it's not, dude. No, it's not.
Where's the line drawn on guilt by association? There are people
It's if you act like a duck,
who have people in their family who have done some foul shit. So are you guilty by association? There are
self-reflection.
people that grew up with homeboys and they have homeboys from their barrio that they've never met, but they're from the same neighborhood. Are you guilty by association?
The
That goes
fuck does
back to
that gotta do? What the fuck? I imagine it would, right? I imagine it would. That's fool trying to cop out of being a gangster from a hood.
picking and choosing.
Yeah.
When people throw that term out there, I always laugh about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be careful because those people saying that, I'm sure they have people in their past, people in their family, whatever it may be, that have done something where they don't want to be guilty by association of that. But yet they turn around and throw that
Nah, see, now he's talking about people that done personal weird shit. Granted, right? Granted that somebody did some weird shit. But if the behavior is still there, then yeah, you will be guilty by association. Because if that behavior still is in you, even though that person in your blood family is what you're talking about, does something weird, we gotta weed you out. Straight up.
shit out there. I don't know. To me, it's just hilarious, you know. But anyways, back to you.
Yeah,
I just had to say that.
and that's just it's just what it is. So as far as people turning their back,
See, I hate when people just say, it is what it is. Like that's a cop out. Like we're living in a generation of, oh, it is what it is. That's the way it is, so that's the way it will be. Hell nah, we're not doing that. Especially with you two motherfuckers.
back or moving on, I don't look at it as turning their back. I just look at it as it's moving on. Different times. We're on two different paths in life. I wish them all the best. I'm never gonna spit an ill word. A lot of people, Gunner, we know this about you, and we know this about you, and we know this about you. Well, there's a
Yeah,
reverse
we
to that.
sure
I know a
do.
lot about
We
other
sure
people
do.
too.
So he's saying, you snitch on me, I'm going to snitch on you too. Holy crap.
But I'm not going to speak on it. Why? And this is not
Bullshit.
a threat, and I'm not
I'm not going to speak on it after he just snitched on himself. You want to blackmail me?
throwing
What the
subliminals. None of
fuck?
that. This is being real
No, it's
because
not.
that's
You're
not my
not
style,
being
man.
real. You're a
And I'm just
fucking
not going to do it.
bitch. You're a
Period.
fake
And I'm going to
Mexican,
stick to the
dude.
grave with that. That's
You're a
what it
fucking
is.
punk, straight up. And this
All right, well,
motherfucker,
shit. This is probably my
it
longest
is.
video ever, and I hardly spoke.
How was that funny? And that was gross. And pause. Double pause.
But anyways, man, thank you for this.
Thank you for
Hopefully,
this.
this
No, it didn't answer any questions. You asked them what, 3 or 4 pre-rehearsed questions? No, you asked them 3 questions, but with the fourth one on top of the third. And he had a whole lot, nothing to say. And he couldn't apologize for what he did. And so,
is eye opening to some
yes,
people.
very
They
eye-opening.
hear what they needed to hear. It came from you. Came from
Yep. See? At least at the end of the show, he's speaking
your
facts.
heart. There's also gonna be people that are gonna say, "Oh, Dubs, you used your platform to let that vato lie." And I mean, I tell you all the time, man.
Straight fucking self snitching at its finest, right there.
People that love you are gonna love you. People that hate you, it doesn't matter what you do. They're always gonna hate you.
No, fuck that. Doesn't matter what you do. Hell nah. See, that pisses me off when people be like, I don't wish jail upon nobody. Fuck that. I wish jail upon fucking rapists, fucking pedos, and I don't know. Maybe.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what people think of you, what people think of me, doesn't change who I really am or who you really are. You know what I'm saying? So we can't live our lives trying to please people that we could never please.
Wise words right there.
We just got to go about our lives doing the right things. So with that said, everybody, please be safe, be smart.
What the fuck? No, we're not gonna listen to your outro. So, as usual, my bad. As usual, these two dumb fucks just showed their true colors without even knowing it. Without even knowing it. And they're doing it for clicks and views. See, this guy said, "Oh, I don't care what I do on YouTube because I don't watch it." And then this guy said, Crease.